Oh, look how wonderful this is.
Welcome back, everybody. We got some green black here for you. I hope you
Versus
guys
green
like
black.
black and green black.
Oh, man, they just went with it. I mean, we couldn't choose two prettier decks in the room, right?
For sure.
Or
Yeah.
at least out there.
These are both a couple players that like some foils.
A little bit of foils, right? Just a little bit.
Well, I know Farrell's is all foil, and I'd imagine Dirtle's is pretty close, if not all foil.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, we're going to see some sweet Sultai. It's going to be Sultai mid-range. Basically, your blue version of Jund is what we're hoping for here.
Got some counter spells, maybe some ancestral visions.
He fetched your Overgrown Tomb first, so
Got thoughts.
he's going to Inquisition.
Oh,
All right.
is that a Rise Eldrazi foil Inquisition? Gosh, that's so
Japanese.
pretty.
It's some foreign language, too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
So he's
What do
probably
you
gonna
get out
take
of
this-
blue? You're going to get Ancestral Visions. You're going to get more grindy cards, right? The Serum Visions. You're going to get Snapcaster Mage. I think that's the cards in
I would
Daryl's
imagine
deck.
he's
Counter
also
Skull.
playing an Ashiok because I know Dirtle likes an Ashiok.
Yep. And so I did see an Ancestral Visions in his deck as he was running through. I believe he's got some Counter Squalls. He might have Negate, obviously. And it looks like it's Jace the Mind Sculptor. You can activate Tasker a little bit easier. There's a Watery Grave. Yeah, let's see what people have problems, like, recognizing the expeditions. It's so easy to me.
Yeah, I mean, they're like impossible to read from this angle, but most of the time, if you know the art, then they're pretty easy.
Yeah.
So, how big is this Tarmogoyf? Is it going to be able to get lightning bolted?
No.
It looks like there's instant
Creature
sorcery
land. And there's sorcery over there. And we got creature and land. No, not creature, just sorcery land.
Yep, instant sorcery land.
There's no instant.
Yeah, there's the
Fatal push. Yep, there we go. Instant sorcery land.
So I'd imagine we're going to see Chad just fatal push the Scavenging Ooze and get in for 4 here.
Absolutely, gotta get rid of it. Yeah, there's a Tassiger in his deck as well, Yoruba. Or at least, that's what I seen while he was skimming through. We're gonna fatal push. It's gonna be a little bit bigger. We hit creature. We got your standard Tarmogoyf now. Another land breeding pool.
Get him.
Attack for 4. Japanese
Get 'em.
foil Tarmogoyf there.
Yeah, these are some pretty cards.
Yep.
All right, we got a Bloodbraid. Oh,
Ooh,
that's
a
even
Judge.
a Judge Bloodstained Mire?
Yeah,
Gosh,
not even the stupid expedition.
I want those so bad.
Into a Guru Mountain.
Man, those lands are so ugly. Who would ever play with those?
I'm just gonna have to confiscate all your gurus from you and kick you out of the store.
I feel like this store is one of the stores with the most gurus in it out of all the stores I know.
I don't think I can think of anyone with more, unless somebody's got Legacy, Death, and Taxes. Yeah, Bloodbraid
Oh,
into
wow.
Liliana.
That's really good.
That's about right. It is gonna let this fatal push hit the Bloodbraid though.
Yeah, Farrell was just playing fast.
I guess
but
Farrell.
I think he should have waited till after combat to activate the Liliana, so that way he can get it damaged before.
Yep. Yeah, definitely should have waited there. This Maelstrom Pulse is probably gonna take out that Liliana.
Oh,
Ooh,
or he's
I
just
don't
gonna
know.
Play Lily Last Hope.
Yeah, that one's a little bit better. If he untaps land, it doesn't do anything, right?
What's that?
If Farrell untaps with a land, it's not going to do anything because he can just Raging Ravine.
Yeah, that's true.
And, well, almost got the land, right? We're going to tap and draw. It's not a miracle. What if he's got Search?
Oh,
There's
yep,
that
there's
Ashiok.
Ashiok.
And a Liliana and a Jace.
And Ashiok goes to 5 even, so he would have to use the Lightning Bolt and the Raging Ravine to kill it. So he's just going to minus to get back the Goyf, I'd imagine.
Probably. Or
Steelers.
Scavenging Ooze. I'm pretty sure you're going for Goyf.
Yeah, he's a little bit
Planeswalkers.
shy on land right now.
Yep. We're going to bash in.
So I know back when Ashiok was in Standard, Chad had the, I believe, Korean misprint that the plus is a 1 instead of a 2, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think that's still the one he's got. There's an Abrupt Decay. You think Farrell goes for the combination Raging Ravine Lightning Bolt? No, you can't even do it. He doesn't have enough lands. Oh, just draws the trophy.
I mean, it's still not bad for him. He's got, like, Jace in his hand now that he can play.
Oh, so yeah, he's not upset with it. Jace's just going to die. It sucks now because any Planeswalker he plays is just dead. Tapped all of his green sources. What are you doing?
Yeah, he wants to do that. Hold up bold, I suppose.
Decay. Got him. Winner. Winner. Chicken dinner. So we are seeing the power of
Yeah,
Raging
Jace has to
Ravine.
tick up here, I'd imagine.
He's going to have to, but he just gets the untap attack, right? With
Mhm.
Raging Ravine.
Yeah, I mean, he could use Bolt plus Raging Ravine to kill it.
No,
but-
just use the one that goes up to 5.
Oh, is there already one with a counter on it? I missed
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I
You're
guess
just gonna
he's
block
rather
right
do
instead?
this. Yeah,
Wow, could not ask for a better hit.
You cannot. I don't know what to say. I feel like I just went back in time and watched some standard from years ago.
Yeah.
That's a trophy. Trophy's pretty good here. Mill's legitimate clock. I mean, it is. I think that you play Serum Visions, you hold up trophy. Farrell's going to go for a Raging Ravine. Dope. What's that? Nope. Nope. Decay. Bottom both those, I think. He may have kept the Decay up top. Nice. Found the misprint one.
Yeah, that's the one I was referring to that has a +1 instead of a +2. He played this against me when I very first started playing Magic, and
Found a land.
I was like, I don't know whether or not to believe you. You very well could just be lying to me. Like, why would they print a Planeswalker that doesn't have the right text on it?
Snapcaster. This is pretty good. We're going to get a Fatal Push. Why didn't
Just gonna
Farrell
vocal.
do that before blocks?
I'd imagine he did, and Farrell was just trying to rush. Or not Farrell,
Or,
Chad was just trying to rush in
Mhm.
and block with it. Didn't really give a chance for priority.
Feels like it loses you games where you're behind. And hardly helps when you're ahead. I've never been impressed with Ashiok, but every single time as a control player, when Ashiok comes down against me, I literally just die inside.
Yeah,
So.
it's very good against control decks.
Against John, it's not so great. It's probably going to be one of the first cards he takes out, to be honest. All right, he's going to have to beat
if
that
you
other
ever play it on
Ravine.
a clear board, it's a really good card.
It's
but you
just
kinda have to get
fine
to that clear
against
board.
John, though, right?
Well, I mean, it just gives you more threats. You get to play creatures off the top of their deck.
All right, Raging Ravine. Attack for 7 or something. We're going to trophy. Yeah, trophy. Trophy, chicken dinner. Yep. I like that they both already got all their full trophies, you know, not even worry about the $100 price tags.
When even your basic lands are $400, I don't think $100.
Is Lightning
standard
Bolt the best individual
gonna
card
be-
in Modern? Yes or yes? That's an interesting poll. Interesting poll. I don't know how one's going to win over the other. I really hope that one's a 50-50 split. Yeah, I mean, you have to be pretty bold or stupid to take a control deck to a tournament. At least in Modern. You think Farrell's going to let Chad there untap? With Ashiok? Guess
I'm
not.
surprised he's going after Ashiok. I figured you just go face with him only at 8. But
Eh.
I guess
don't know,
both your Raging Ravine's gone.
Also, I mean, he untaps, just plays a Tarmogoyf, and then you're stonewalled, right?
Mhm.
It's way lower now. It's only 50. Ah, man, that's so sad. Oh, okay. Okay, we do it. Inquisition. No, this might help. Trophy or land. No more trophy. What we got? What we got? What we got? Look at our hands. Does this do anything? No? Maybe. Do we go to 2? Down to 2? Alright, we're just not going to play it. Not this turn. I'm so sorry to hear that, Clutch. I guess that one didn't come in clutch for you. Nope, just didn't draw anything. We're just dead. Rough. Alright, so what can you expect out of the Sultai deck here?
So out of the sideboard, what do you get out of blue? I'd imagine most of his things are just going to be your typical green-black list. Out of blue, you can expect some things like Counter Squall, but I don't expect those to be coming in here. I'm
You
not
don't
the
really
biggest
want
fan
counter
of
spells,
discard
no.
spells or counter spells on the green-black mirrors. So a lot of the times you're just playing off the top of the deck.
Yep, I'll say even in the Just Guy versus John, I tend to cut my counter spells.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of let Logic Knot. I take Logic Knot out, stuff like that. So I would imagine that like he's going to take his Inquisitions out. I don't know if he's got Thoughtseize as those come out. I'd imagine Ashiok comes out, and like I always feel so awkward about Jace versus the Jund deck because it's like your best card for card advantage, but at the same time you're like
Now with
they have
Bloodbraid
so
Elf
many
and
answers
there's
to
so
it,
many answers to it.
and
Yeah.
a trophy.
I feel like there's just going to be answers for everything. I feel like there's going to be a very attrition-like battle. And I honestly think that that is why Sultai is ahead here, because they run things like Ancestral Visions, which will really catch you back up in the mid-game once you've traded one for one with all of their cards.
Yeah.
So I honestly think that Sultai is favored in the match, and he kind of just got burned out quickly. Hey, Crayons, thanks for the follow.
Oh, man, I thought it was Crayons.
Crayons.
It's crayons. Crayons.
Cranes.
My only issue is that decks that can run Ashiok already have good matchups versus things that Ashiok would be good against.
Yeah,
Gone.
but Ashiok's sweet, so.
Do we miss something? Oh, I don't know where it's going. I don't know where we're going. We can't interact with chat when you take chat from us.
Okay, our stream runner was trying to let us know that H. Rollins MTG subbed earlier today.
Which is
we wanted to-
Harrison.
yeah,
which
Harrison.
we were talking about. We didn't say thank you for that, and
Well,
I
thanks
feel
for the sub,
bad.
Harrison.
Yep. Yeah, I think the Obstinate Bailout is a very real card that either deck could have right now.
Yeah, for sure.
My only wish is with the decks that can run Ashiok already have good matchups versus things that Ashiok would be good against. So why even bother? I feel like his reason for running it is that he just has a Korean misprint. I mean, that's probably true, man. You got to think we're just at a casual Tuesday night event, so sometimes people just play with cards that they like.
Yeah, Chad doesn't get out to play Magic much anymore, so this is probably just the modern deck he owns.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very pretty one at that. So per player, all we understand is Bolt. 3 damage, 3 damage, 3 damage, 3 damage. Oh, you're at 8? Time to start foreign you.
Yeah.
I think that sounds about right. When they start foreign you just feel so bad. It feels even worse when you're at 10. You're like, all right, I think I stabilized here. And they just go for you, untap, bolt you, and you're like, great.
I got to play the burn deck this week at the regionals, but I had a burn spell that was much better than 3 damage. I had a Shrine of Burning Rage that I got to crack for 13.
I don't ever you beat that.
They were only at 6, but you know.
7 times 3 is 21. I thought you only had to cast 6. I thought you can pretty like almost as certainly expect your opponent to do at least 2 damage to themselves. We're gonna fetch. We're gonna shock probably. And we're gonna play Grim Lavamancer. I'm kind of disappointed in this Grim Lavamancer. It's a premium deck series.
Not even
Fire
a
and
Torment
lightning.
foil.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be Torment foil, but it could be like Judge or, the Corset 2012 foil.
Yeah, the Torment foils are very pretty.
They are beautiful. So sad I had to get rid of mine. I mean, you can. That's what Wizards like. I feel like that's like kind of trend that most competitive Magic players have been given. You want to, or Wizards or whatever, you want to start having to pay attention to your opponent's plays more, and it's you can't miss your opponent or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always the worst from the human side when you're playing against Burn, where your land to start with is Horizon Canopy. I've definitely played against Burn and taken 7 damage off of Horizon Canopy before.
Did you win?
I did.
Oh.
That's mainly because you just didn't do anything.
Great. Tron, you hit yourself for like 0, but you make your opponent gain life sometimes. Very rarely anymore. There's definitely been Tron decks with pain lands in it, though. So.
Yeah, I even saw a decent amount of Tron list with Horizon Canopy in it when they were playing green-white Tron for Rest in Peace.
Yep. It's not completely unheard of for a Tron deck to have pain lands in it. All right, we're going to Verdant.
Even Fetch the Storm has pain lands in it, too.
Yep. Grim Lavamancer is kind of awkward here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to get away from shock lands, pain lands, and fetch lands in Modern. We're gonna attack. Trade? Huh. Joke's on you. Fatal push this.
Yeah.
Eat it. I'm the winner.
Yeah, I agree with you, Uruga. Horizon Canopy is always either the best or the worst card in your deck.
Yeah, it's great when you get to use it for its draw card mode, but horrible when it's on the actually mana mode. All right, this is a good start from Chad here. I'll say that last turn was kind of brutal for Farrell.
Yeah, for sure.
Untap, Miracle, Entreat the Dead.
Unfortunately, that one's not in Modern.
I can't wait for the no reserve list Eternal format to exist.
Mm-hmm.
You just start getting see some crazy decks.
I mean, he could have some Temporal Masteries in here.
Win a trophy. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Huh? Heat. All right. So it's 4 mana. Let's him play post-combat Jace if it's in his...
I think he did that at the end step.
Ah, makes sense. Much better play than what I said. Untap, play his own Scavenging Ooze. So Farrell's essentially at 14 here. Yeah, no matter what Chad does, he's most likely just got a kill spell. I think there's a Damnation over there. I don't know if I want a trophy back.
I mean, he also has Snapcaster, so it could just be Snapcaster Fatal Push. Well, no, that
Well,
doesn't
you
work
can't
'cause of
snap.
Scavenging Ooze,
Yeah, you can't snap versus that. Stick a turn 2 Eidolon against Storm. That sounds wonderful.
Oh, he's gonna try, but then he's just gonna get it eaten by the Scavenging Ooze. I guess you forgot about that.
You're right. You're right. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, hey, things happen.
One of those.
Maybe he was thinking he could do it in response, but like he could play the Snapcaster target in response, have Scavenging Ooze resolve, and then still get the Fatal Push.
He would
But
have been
since
able to do that, yeah.
no, that's not actually how it was. It was Farrell's turn, so Farrell would have had priority first, so he would be able to.
I mean, it would have just been with Scavenging Ooze on the stack. You target the Fatal Push.
Yeah, you target the Fatal Push with Snapcaster, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that ability resolves. Scavenging Ooze resolves, and then he eats it. And I guess in response to the ability, Durrell could just activate it. Yeah, cast it. Yeah, that would have worked. Shouldn't have let it resolve. It happens. Turn 2 Core Fireworker against Runaway Red. Ooh, is that good versus you?
I did beat 2. They weren't Core Firewalkers. They were Auriok champions, so it wasn't as powerful. But I was able to beat 2 Auriok champions over the weekend.
Yeah, down tick on the Ambush Viper. Ooh, is that a pretty Amonkhet masterpiece there? Which one is that?
Yeah, I have no idea. I understand what they're saying now.
Thoughtseize or Lord of Extinction?
I would imagine it's a Thoughtseize.
I hope it's Lord of Extinction. Could you beat a Lord of Extinction?
Yeah, it's possible it's a Spell Pierce.
It's definitely not Spell Pierce. I mean, I just can't get a good view of the card, period. Yeah. So, I mean, that's my problems. Like, if I could see the art, I'd probably tell you what it is. Yep. Now we're gonna not Snapcaster?
I think that's a Thought Scour.
Is it? No, it's Snapcaster.
Yeah, I don't know.
Damnation? Oh, that's actually probably what it is. Damnation. Why aren't you casting the Snapcaster? Yeah, I'll say if I knew Dirtle, he's a big fan of his
Nicol Bolas.
Yeah, that's definitely Damnation. It's gonna have a counter on it.
Yeah, the art on that card is very pretty.
Yep. Yeah, so when you don't draw your Ancestral Visions, the Sultai deck gets a little clunky, it looks like.
Yeah, there's not really very many good catch-up cards, it seems
Yeah,
like.
he's attacking on too many angles.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely throwing that Tassiger out there this turn. Or not. Rough. Well, I guess Snapcaster down? No, I'll take your best card.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's Tassiger at this point.
Yeah.
He's got to cast the Assassin's Trophy. He's going to be way too far behind.
So yeah, I guess he's just discarding Tasker.
Well, that's rough. Rough day for the Dirtle guy. All right. He really doesn't want to discard that Tasker, it looks like. He's probably going to discard a Snapcaster Trophy. I think it's correct to discard Tasker, though. Yep. Discard the Trophy, play Ambush Viper. Hopefully this whatever guy finds, like, something that probably shouldn't be in the deck. Yeah. Or, you know, Lightning Bolt. That's probably best case scenario.
Best case would have been like a Terminate, something you just couldn't cast.
Yep.
Or like Abrupt Decay.
All right, well, he's at 5. He's getting pretty low.
Yeah, I mean,
Scavenging Goose? No, that's Verdant.
this Tasker's going to kind of brick wall a little bit.
Yeah. Is he able to play Tasker and leave relevant spell in graveyard? Ah,
No, he's
Snap
gonna
Damnation.
Yeah, I mean, he could even now fetch out a basic Swamp if he has another one and play Tasker.
I guess that's what we're about to see.
Yeah, hopefully he has a basic and he's not shocking himself. So he doesn't die to a Lightning Bolt. Yep,
Farrell is
basic.
empty-handed here, right?
Mhm.
I can never tell. Everyone plays with black sleeves, and Farrell's got one card. One card, we think. I can never tell. Never tell. I think you can make whatever motion you want, man. I can't see it. Our stream runner is trying to show me where the card is, and just, all I see is a Bloodbraid Elf, his deck, and yeah, there's another card. It wasn't really a card.
Yeah, so he's got a Colligan's Command.
He drew a
which
Colligan's Command.
Gets back, what, maybe Scavenging Use?
No. He's got enough mana to Colligan's Command, shock, return Bloodbraid Elf, spin the wheel on Bloodbraid Elf. He's got so many hits off of it. Trophy, Terminate, Liliana,
Yeah,
Lightning Bolt,
all of those would be
Colligan's Command.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's what we're about to see.
Worst case would be like Abrupt Decay. I feel like that's one of the only cards that just doesn't do anything.
Sure, but
So anything else? Or Fatal Push. Fatal Push also wouldn't do much.
Tuya, bring back this guy, cast this guy. 7 mana.
All right, let's spin the wheel.
Cast 3 cards. Nope. Fatal push.
Right.
All right. Daryl's still alive.
He's live.
He's happy. He targeted. He has one in his deck. He's passing turn. I mean, Daryl's still got to find something good this turn.
Otherwise, there's 2 lethal creatures coming at him.
Yep. 3 mana. Liliana. We're going to down tick. Get rid of that Bloodbraid that he's cast 6 times this game. We're going to draw. Use a Lightning Bolt. Nope. Just Black Leaf Cliffs. We're going to activate. You get a Snapcaster.
What am I with? Probably Snapcaster.
You get a Snapcaster. I mean, Maelstrom Pulse is pretty relevant right now.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to draw.
Hopefully find like a Kitchen Finks or something to gain some life back.
Yep, that'd be nice. This Liliana I don't think can uptick, though. He might be able to.
Depends on what the other card he drew is.
If it's a land, he can absolutely uptick.
Maybe he's going to Sorcery Speed activate Tasker.
5 mana? 4 mana? Is it Jace? Oh, man, that'd be brutal.
Jace would be really good.
It's looking like it's a 4 mana card. Jace.
Yep.
Ooch.
That's a good one.
Yep. Uptick. No, Brainstorm. Bold.
No, I mean, he's just dead to a Lightning Bolt. So.
Yeah, but if it's Lightning Bolt, you put it on bottom.
Yeah,
and it's
sure.
one more less Lightning Bolt he could possibly draw.
I don't know. I think I like doing the Brainstorm.
I mean, if there's no counter spells in your deck, I don't see what the reason to the Brainstorm is. Looks like he's still got Maelstrom Pulse in hand.
I guess he's not one to uptick that Lily. Otherwise, he'd probably be discarding the Blue Delta.
Want to draw? Are we dead? Maybe. See what I mean?
Spin
You
that
uptick, you
wheel.
get rid of that thing. Liliana. Well, we cast it. We're on a down tick. Get back another Blood Braid.
All right, well, let's spin the wheel again.
What about this time? Oh, wait. Guess what? We have 2 hasty creatures and a sorcerer speed answer.
Rough.
If he would have upticked that Jace, guess what would have happened?
I mean, he still would have gotten 1 Blood Braid, but he wouldn't be dead.
He just wouldn't be dead. That's the important thing. Just not leaving yourself dead. All right. Well, for now, we did grab 5 of the packs. We did both choose one special surprise pack at the end.
So I guess we'll start with the least expensive of the packs we opened.
Yep, the least exciting.
So for those that didn't hear before, what we're doing now, we are going to do a sealed challenge at the end of the night, where Justin and I have 6 packs that we open and play against each other with. Our packs are Gatecrash, M12, Zendikar Treasures, New Phyrexia, Modern Masters 1, and 1 surprise that we each chose differently, which you guys will find out later. So right now we're opening up Gatecrash.
For those of you who don't know what Zendikar Treasures is, Zendikar Treasures is the first print run of Zendikar. So it's got the box with the serial number ending in A. And you might as well just back it up and say, I don't think they're going to be able to read it. So if you guys have any question on cards, we'll just try to explain them the best we can. Anyways, so the serial number is going to end in A, and that gives you the opportunity to open up cards on the reserve list that Wizards of the Coast went back out and bought to reinsert into the packs. Now, it was very rare to actually have this happen. It was only like 1 in every pallet of boxes.
So my rare was Soul Ransom. Soul Ransom, a pretty good one. It's 4-mana enchantment that you get to control enchanted creature. So it's essentially a mind control. But your opponent can have the option of discard 2 cards and make you draw 2 cards to get the creature back. So that's a pretty good one.
So I got 0 green commons or uncommons in my pack, but to make up for it, I got a nice green rare.
Oh boy.
For those of you that can't see or recognize this card, I got Gyre Sage. Gyre Sage ramps you pretty well, and it has it's 2-mana 1/2 with Evolve. That whenever if you don't know what Evolve is, you have to have a creature that is bigger power or toughness, and then that creature gets a +1/+1 counter, and eventually you start tapping for a bunch of mana, hopefully.
So I also opened up Pauper All-Star Denrova Horror. Oops, there it goes. It's a 6-mana 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, you get to return a permanent to its owner's hand, and then make that player discard a card. So that guy's pretty powerful. It's played often in Paupertron.
0-3 drop. Robert, that is top-notch there.
Alright, so now we'll open up the M12 packs for you.
Nice pack crackling sounds. Yeah. Wonderful. All right. Chasm Drake. Basilisk, sure. I got a Time Walk.
Oh boy.
Look at that. Actual Time Walk in my hands.
This card I actually think could see modern play. It's Angel's Mercy. It's 4 mana. You gain 7 life. I mean, how does Burn beat that?
Yeah. Seriously. You were
Some
telling
decks
me.
don't even play Skullcrack anymore.
Yeah. I've never seen this rare before, so that's great. I got a Worm's Tooth.
Yeah.
Volcanic Dragon. That's hot.
Boy.
All right, my rare is Druidic Satchel. It's a 3-mana artifact. You pay 2, tap, reveal a top card of your library. If it's a creature, you get a sap rolling on the battlefield. If it's a land, you can put that card onto your battlefield, and if it's a non-creature, you gain 2 life. That actually seems pretty solid. Like,
Yeah, that
it
card's really
always
good.
does something.
Well, I feel like I opened up the most expensive rare, but not necessarily the most playable. It's a Drowned Catacombs, so blue-black fixing. Notable uncommons.
I got a Volcanic Dragon. That's all that matters. Scar Guild Mage.
I open up an Arbalest Elite, which seems like it could be pretty good. So 4 mana 2/3 that you pay 3 to tap it and deal 3 damage to an attacking or blocking creature.
Reassembling Skeleton.
Tap.
Nobody can beat that ever.
Yeah, I also got a reassembling skeleton.
So you're
the
telling me you
infinite
got a
blocker,
blue-black rare and a blue-black dual land, and you're upset over here?
and a blue-black uncommon. That's pretty powerful.
And reassembling skeleton?
Yeah, man.
I'm not
all
gonna win.
set. And
Can
elixir
you
of immortality.
wait, can you beat a volcanic dragon?
Elixir of immortality gains you 5 life.
Okay, I guess. Satchel does work. I'm getting told the satchel's very good.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're just opening up the 2 for now. Well, Matthew, how much
Yep.
time do we have left on the round? We still have 20 minutes. Well, Matthew, do you think there's any chance you could find us another match? Anybody look like there is?
We'll
Alright.
try. But we should probably go over the giveaway. We're not doing a giveaway this week. It's going to be next week, I believe.
Yeah, next Tuesday. is
Next
when you're
Tuesday.
gonna
We're
be
going to
giving
get the
away
chance
this
to
guy
win
right here.
Mr. Lord Windgrace himself. I'll figure out how a camera works. You just get to see his pretty eyes like glowing. There you go. Nice. The Jund Commander deck from the most recent series. There we go. I found a way to get him to glow.
Yeah, so we're giving that away next Tuesday, so you can start racking up your points to enter the giveaway with that.
Yep.
You get points a few different ways. The best way to get points is to sub. If you aren't already subbed, you get 500 points for that. Just for
great.
following, you get 50 points. If you ever cheer, you get 1 point per cheer. And you also get points just for watching. For every 10 minutes you're here, you get 5 points. And if you're subbed, you get 10 points for 10 minutes.
Big Doug is definitely indeed the landfall deck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Jund Landfall one.
No such Luke. I mean luck.
Yeah, so looks like they're not going to be able to get another round for us.
That's fine.
I guess while we're waiting, we can go and open up another pack.
Do you want to do one of the exciting ones?
Well, why don't we just go in expense order? Do you want to do New Phyrexia?
New Phyrexia. I guess that's the next least expensive. Sure.
Kind of weird when
Can we
New
give
Phyrexia is one
Can
of your
we
cheaper
have a
packs.
giveaway for Rob's points? I mean, maybe. How many points does Rob have, and how many are we giving away? All of them?
Could we maybe just give away Rob himself?
Ooh, I like that. Let's give away Rob.
Rob, you alright with this? Rob, you gotta know before we sign you up for this.
I think I'm the winner already.
Oh yeah. Ooh, he got a Jataxian Probe.
Yep.
Is it banned and limited?
No, it's one of the only places you can play it.
Oh, I got Modern All-Star here. Blighted Agent.
Yeah, yeah. I got Glistener Elf.
Yeah.
I got Glistener Elf and a Titanic Growth. Are you gonna beat that?
I've got a rare I've never heard of before. We've got Invader Parasite.
And a Mutagenic Growth. Oh,
He's just going on the infect plane over here.
Guess Verdict. Marrow Shards. How many of these can we get?
Oh, wow. So if Justin over here is playing a monocolored deck, this Invader Parasite's really going to get him.
Card's actually pretty good, if I remember correctly. Yeah, see, you made the joke about a Modern All-Star, but I think I really got the Modern All-Star.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah.
3 mana, gain 10.
Yeah, what more do you want in life?
What was Ad Nauseam printed in? Are we going to be able to get the chance of that?
Shards of Alara, sadly.
Rough.
Ooh, there's that beautiful sound.
Yeah.
Come on, I want to see your rare already.
Oh, you already did. It was
Oh.
Invader Parasite. I started with the rare.
Invader Parasite.
I did get a Brutalizer Exarch. That card's pretty sweet in Commander. So
Mhm.
maybe it'll be good in Limited.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure to poke holes in the box before you mail them. I don't really... I want to know if he can poke the holes himself. Robert wants to bet. Whoever gets me gets my Modern collection. Okay, how many... Like...
Does anybody want some, like, good Modern cards, but all of them are damaged?
Yeah, like just actually damaged.
And
You could
German.
probably sell them for maybe 10% of their value. They're also German, so they're going to be, like, difficult to sell.
Right. Yeah, and you'd get a complete Teamer Modern deck that
Yeah.
Robert went 0-3 to start with the day, and then ended up going 6-0 to finish it off. So
Yeah.
it's a pretty good deck.
Yeah. Say, Robert, is that what your article this week's about? Is that your Modern deck, or are you talking about something else? He'll probably let us know in a second. Say, what did you talk about? Yours came out Monday, right?
Yeah, so I did write an article for Top Deck this week. Mine came out on Monday. I wrote about the Pro Tour and how, even though it looked like Mono White kind of ran over the Pro Tour with how the top 8 ended up, it actually wasn't all that popular, and it was really the limited portion that put most of the players in the top 8 there. So I kind of made it analyzed to how Pro Tour Aether Revolt was full of Mardu vehicles, and how 6 Mardu vehicles were in the top 8 of that deck. So, you know, they look kind of similar. But if you look at Pro Tour Aether Revolt, 72% of the decks that had 8 wins or better in Standard were Mardu vehicles. Where for this Pro Tour, there was only 17% that was this mono white splash red deck. So it really wasn't all that popular. It was as equally as popular as both Jeskai, Golgari, and the Phoenix deck. They all had the same amount of people, and mono red actually. So yeah, it's 5 different decks.
Yeah, if you asked me before the week came out was gonna win the Pro Tour, I was gonna say either Selesnya Tokens or the Phoenix deck. So this I guess I'm gonna go with half right, since it's basically a tokens deck that ended up winning, but it's not what I expected to see.
I did end up calling it right. I did guess the Boros deck would win.
You were more expecting the heroic
I was guessing
tokens.
one of the ones that ended up dying in top 8. But
So Robert's article is all about the top 8s for moderns from regionals over the weekend. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Unfortunately, he doesn't get to talk about me because I got the legendary 9th place.
Yeah.
The first
funny enough,
loser.
the regionals that we played in Columbus was the only regionals where Jeskai top 8'd.
Yeah, I know. I did see that. I went over and I looked over and, I was playing Jeskai. I got 9th, and then we had Zach Harris. He played Jeskai. He was here. He ended up making the top 8. I think he was 7th. And then we watched another Jeskai player steal a win into top 8. And it's kind of funny because Fish did end up making top 8. I think that's who I lost to, is the Fish guy. I think he's the one who got 8th.
Huh.
All right.
So, do you guys think that the humans matchup is a good matchup for Jeskai? If you registered Jeskai in a tournament, would you like to play against humans in round 2, 3, 4, and 5? Because
that was a pretty good way to start the day.
Justin Gebbing here. That's how his regionals experience went.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good. I accepted I was going to lose against graveyard decks and just chose to play against humans, and that's how it went.
Yeah, pretty lucky.
Yeah, I'll say. And I did talk about my regionals experience, and I actually talked about my regionals experience in my article that came out today. You can find that on the Top Deck site. But I understand that playing against humans 4 times, and then it was 2 Jeskai mirrors, and then something else. It's just not very interesting for a tournament report. So I made a decision to talk about mulligans and Magic, and how they're kind of got like a bad name right now, since we just watched LSV lose in the finals of the Pro Tour due to a mull to 4. And I kind of just talked about how people kind of give them a bad name because more often than not, people are living life on the edge too often with their mulligans. They're like, well, if this happens, I'm going to get there. And I just think that's really where mulligans get their bad name, is when people just too often think about the what ifs and then and then they don't get there, and then that one memory gets stuck in their head. Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, like Dragon Rider said in chat, you get to mulligan, you don't have to.
Yeah, I'll say.
A lot of people need to learn when they get into Magic competitively.
And I would say mulligan decisions in Modern, or just in Magic in general, are probably one of the most difficult things to actually figure out whether you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that is one of the things you really get when you master an archetype, is learning how to actually mulligan with the deck. And learning what hands are correct to keep based on percentages. Like, sometimes it's even correct to keep a 0-lander if that's what your deck is wanting to do. Like, when we were in Charlotte, Justin kept a 0-lander on a 5-card hand because it had 2 or 3 mana dorks in it.
3 mana dorks, yep.
Yeah, so had he drawn a land, the hand would have been fine. But and a lot of times that'll just win a lot more than a mulligan to 4.
Yeah, I mean, the mulligan to 4 against humans there, I was like, I had to have exactly I had to have too many things go right, whereas I already had all the cards, I just needed a land. And I missed on a land, so I ended up losing, but I don't think I was going to win anyways by going to 5 or, going to 4.
I actually saw Justin win a mulligan to 4 against the Jeskai mirror over the weekend at regionals.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive.
Well, not easy to do,
yeah,
I'll say.
I believe it.
I've gotten pretty lucky on my multiple floors recently. I've won more than I expected to, and that's most of them at this point. So, yeah, and also there's a question I'd love to see what everyone's thought at the end of my article is. So, if you do not want to read it, just jump to the very end and tell me what you think on that. And
now I'm in suspense. Now I have to know.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta go check it out.
Can we get the article up on chat? We can do a group reading. I don't mind.
That'd be fun. I mean, he's posted it.
All right. Well, looks like Matthew's can pull it up for us, maybe. Nah, I guess it's not gonna load. Oh well.
That's fine. I'll show Kyle the article while we take a break. I'm gonna get some water, and then we'll be back soon enough.
Yeah, I think we're actually gonna take a quick break before the next round. Try to get some water and use the restroom. But then we'll be back at the start of the next round.